Okay, so let's start with SAP system. Okay, so before going to the middle master card creation, so the first we need to understand the some of the important points before going to that. Okay, so at material master card, what are the important things we need to understand? First thing is material type. So those material types, controls and material type, how to create a material type that we discussed last time, right? So that is the material type is one is the very important. Then the second one is industry sector. Okay. So when you creating that, okay, when you're creating middle master record in MM01, okay. So you can see that there was an industry sector also. Okay. So depends on your client what industry they are following. You need to be matched with that. Okay, industry sector you need to be looking to that, and you need to be suppose it is mechanical engineering or it is a pharma something what telecommunication. So like whatever it is the maintaining, so you need to be you can follow that industry sector. Okay, and other than this one, okay, user departments. User department is nothing but like a views. So in this views, what will be happen? Okay, so as we discussed last time, okay, it is not necessary everyone for all the views. Suppose if it is raw material, okay, then raw materials having the raw materials should be if you are buying from the outside, then you are purchasing this material from the outside. So you should be have the purchasing data, and you are keeping the stock in the premises or location. Then storage location data is important, and the basic information which is required for everyone. And other than this one, so these entries we need to be posted into the accounting level. We'll be maintaining the accounting, and if it is related to costing, okay, in case if it is production related to this raw material, we need to be analyzed for the costing run. Okay, then those cases we need to be maintain the costing run as well. Okay, so the majorly when we are talking about the material management, our respect to areas are, so the first thing is basic data. Basic data is important, and the purchasing data. Okay, basic data is for everyone. It is for everyone. It's not my job. It's not ST job, like it's not like that. So everyone they have their own basic data, and so they have to be create the basic data information. It will be helpful to the all the areas. And the purchasing, which is especially for the MM related, and this is for the locations. Then store location, one store location. It's like a, so which store location you want to be capture this stock, this material. Okay, if especially it is only for the one store location, then we can maintain for the only one store location. And accounting data, which is for it is very important for everyone, because if it is evaluated stock or valuated material, then you should be maintain the accounting data. So whenever you're posting stock movements, any transaction if you are performing, so those valuated stock values, it will be posted into particular GL account. So for this purpose, we are maintaining the accounting data. Okay. So the accounting data, general data, purchasing data, which is important. Okay. Other than this one, if you see that organization levels, okay, let's say if I just maintain only these parameters, okay. So if I just maintain only whatever it is required parameters which I maintain, so these are the plant level. Okay, these are the plant level data. If you suppose you selected sales data, then it is a sales organization, distribution channel, division level data. So when you selected the sales organization, then it will be asked that what is the sales organization, what is the distribution channel. Okay, if suppose if you are selected the warehouse management data, then warehouse number. Okay, if it's not there here, but you can select the warehouse management 1 2. If you select it, then it will be asked that, okay, especially their structure or their organization structure. So if you see that in here, each and every data will be stored in the one table, database table. Okay, so Mara table is the general data. Okay, general data, whatever the basic information, like for the material basic information, it will be stored in the general data. Okay, that means Mara table. To material basic information, it will be stored in the Mara table. Okay, and MERC is the plant information, plant data, whatever the material which is relevant to plant data. For this material, whatever the plant data information is there, that will be stored in the MERC table. So it is not only purchasing; it might be, it will be uh, it is each and every plant having the separate planning information, right? So MRP data, okay. This MRP also will be stored in the plant level, and the accounting data also, it will be stored in the plant level, right? So that means if it is evaluation area at plant level, okay, some of the information which is relevant to the account data, that will be stored in the valuation area level, not plant level. It's valuation area level, but costing and all, it will be stored in the plant level. Okay, so the whatever the plant information it is there, that will be plant level. Whatever the data which we are maintaining in the metal master record, that will be stored in the MARC table. And if it is a MARD, then it is a store location information. Store location data information. Suppose in the here, if you see that I just maintain that plant data storage 1, storage 2. So here this is especially for the this store location. Okay, so maximum storage period, or okay, how you are maintaining in your the issuing unit. So some information which is at the store location level, those information we are maintaining at a MARD table. Okay, and MBW is for the accounting data, accounting information. Majorly it is for the accounting information of the material. Okay, so accounting information is nothing but like here we are maintaining the prices, we are maintaining the split valuation. So some of the which is relevant to financial accounting data, those information will be stored in the MBW. Okay, and MVKE. MVKE is the sales data. Okay, so sales data, what are the sales organization data, what are the sales related in the, we are maintaining in the metal master, that will be stored in the MVKA table. Okay, other than this one, MAKT it is there. So this is the material description. If you maintaining the same description of the material in the different languages, multiple languages, so those cases it will be stored in the MAKT table. Okay, so like we have a number of tables are there in the metal master record. So these are the very important tables in the metal master record. Okay, so you need to be remember these metal master tables. Okay, so when I'm just saving this data, suppose let's say I'm just entering the data. Okay, so suppose just I'm planning to create a plant and store location, and suppose I don't want to be sales data, so I just removing the sales data. Okay, I'm just maintaining this data. Enter. So let's say, so assume that this material number is suppose keychain. Okay. So in this keychain, how we are measuring that? It's like pieces. Then it is a, suppose there is something double line material group. Okay. So then whatever it is important information, I'm just entering that. Okay. So and here the valuation class. Okay, so now I save this PO number, this material number. So let's see in the table level where I can see this table information, in the table level where we can see this material number information. Okay, so I'm going to the Mara table. First, the Mara table, which is I'm saying that general data, right? So let's go to material number, which I entering that 254, which is I created. So I can see that the general information of the material which is created today, and who created 1273314, which is created, and what are the maintenance status. It's like what are the views it is what are the views you are updated user department. So based on the user department, it will be give that okay, you are maintaining that for basic information and purchasing data, sales data. That information will be here, and what material type and what is the industry sector, Okay, and a metal group. It's the basic information, whatever it is there in the basic data 1 2 information, those information will be stored in the Mara table. Okay, and here you can see that when it is created and who created that information we can see. So in case if you forgot the material number, you can find it based on your user ID and your when you created. So you can find your material number. Okay. Now if I just go to master table, MARC table. So in MARC table again, I'm just checking that this material number which plant it is extended. That means the same material can be used for the multiple plants, right? So which plant it is created as of now. So I just entering the material number and executing that. So as of now, I just created only for the 1100 plant. Okay. So only 1100 plant which is created. Okay. Then the purchasing data and MRP related information. Okay. I told right MRP and purchasing and some of the information will be at plant level. Those information will be stored in the MARC table. Okay. That information will be stored in the this table. Now I'm just going to MARD table. Okay. Now I have only material number. Suppose let's say material number. So which plant and which store location. So I said right plant store location is not a separate enterprise structure element. It's a we are maintaining under the plant. Okay. So one plant have a multiple store location. So now in this plant we already maintained. I just know that okay this material and plant combination we have, but which store location it is there this material. So I can go and can check that okay this is maintained in the 0001 store location and which period you maintain and how much stock it is available now in this store location. What is the stock available? Okay, MMB. Did you remember that MMB? We are checking the stock over here, right? How much stock it is available in the unrestricted quality block stock, everything, right? So that stock we can see in the MARD table. Okay, so tomorrow if somebody they are asking to prepare some report, you can refer this MARD table and you can see that in this table for in the current period what are the stock available. Okay. Now, one more it is MBW. Okay, MBW is the valuation. It is accounting data. So suppose I just have the plant. So I just have the material number and valuation area is the plant level. So I'm just executing this. So that this 1100 plant, okay, this material, what is the moving average price and what is the valuation class and the current stock, how much it is there, current value, how much it is there, whether it is moving average price or this is standard price, okay, and currently how much it is total stock and total value, okay, all this which we can see here in the MBW table, okay. Now, I'm just going to that MVKE table, okay. So as we discussed that there is other tables also MVKE table, right? So I'm just going to MVKE table. Okay, I'm just entering that material number. Now let's see whether this sales data which is extended or not. So if you see that there is no extension because I didn't extend to any sales data for this material. That's why it is not displaying in the MVKE table. Okay, and there is one more table which I shared MAKT, right? MAKT is the material description. So if you see that in MM03, okay, MM03, I can see in the basic data information, I just maintain a description. Okay, so I just maintain a description, but it is possible we can maintain in the multiple languages also. So you have to go in the top additional data, just click on that. Here you can see that there is a language types. Okay, so you can see here the languages and what languages it is maintained. If I just maintain only for English, okay, the first thing it is maintained in the English language. If suppose you maintain it in different languages, okay, China or something like, okay, let's see, I'll maintain something, okay, I will go to basic data information, okay, then additional data, and I'll just maintaining that DE. Suppose let's say I'm just maintaining the DE. So this is the German language. So then I can refresh this one. Then I can see the DE languages also. So why it is required? Because when you're working for the customized reports or customized outputs, okay, if the users are from the especially for the different countries, so they are looking into their languages. So in those cases, we need to be captured this material description from this table, MAKT table. Okay. Okay. So other than this one, this is the AA numbers. If the any any retail industries or somewhere, or if the material having the EA numbers if you maintain. Okay. So do you know that EA number? Anyone? International article number. So wherever you go, that material number will not be changed. That EA number will not be changed. It is an international number that will be commonly using for the barcode purpose. Okay. And it is a common, wherever you go, this material code will be the same. That means material EA number will be the same. Maybe in my plant, the material number will be different. Your plant material number will be different. But when we see that EA number, it will be common for everywhere. Okay, international article number, that is. Okay, so that will generally they are using for the retail industry, say apparel and footwear industries, wherever they are barcoding having. So they are using this EA number for reference to barcode. Okay. Okay, so if you didn't remember that, suppose you didn't remember that, you can just search that. Okay, what are the tables we have? Okay, wherever the material number which is there, wherever the material master, okay, information it is there, you can see that here. Okay. So you can see like MARM. So this MARM is nothing but like a in the material master record. We have maintained the base unit of measure, right? This base unit of measure information. If you have multiple base unit of measures, okay, so I can go to additional data and the unit of measure. I can maintain the one box is equal to, okay, 10 pieces. Okay, one something like some box or stand. It's like something which is like okay, ST nothing but like a pieces. It is also pieces. Okay, so you can like packet. Okay, one pack is equal to suppose 10. Okay, for 5 pieces. Okay, so like if you maintain the different unit of measure, okay, then I can see in the material MARM table. Okay, in this RM table, you can see that, okay, these are all maintained. One box is equal how many pieces, how many. So this conversion will be helpful when you are doing the reports or, okay, some customization programs or some you're developing. Okay, especially if they are going with the packets or if you're going with the pieces, if you're going on boxes, one box is equal to 10 pieces. Okay, the base unit of measure and the base unit of measure and the alternative base unit of measure, alternative unit of measure. Okay, clear? So how we can see that what is the base unit of measure? Here if you see that 1:1 it is there. So 1:1 is not equal to one piece is equal to one piece. And one packet is equal to 5 pieces. Okay, one box is equal to 10 pieces. So like we can differentiate. Okay. Any doubts here? So like you can search that there are so many tables are there. Okay. So majorly you need to be such that what else we have important? MAST, it is a bomb related, bill of material, MAST, PP related. Okay. And MBW, no. Okay. And one more which is like MBWH. Okay. So in MBWH, if you want to see that part is whole history. Okay. Suppose this material having the whole history. So suppose example, in the 2022, 2021, 2020, so the world, okay, the previous years, how much the price it is there. Let's say I will take one standard material so that you will be understand. So 100 I for 100. So this material they are using from long time, right? So it started with 1998, like every year, every month. So we can see that what is the price of that month, okay? What is the value it is there, how much price is there, how much stock it is available, how much total value for that month, okay? Each and every period, I can see that the valuated stock and valuated price, okay? So this is the history, okay? So this is the history we can see. The same way we can see that MARDH also it is a store location level stock. Okay, I can see the particular period level. What is the stock? Okay, last period. Suppose on 19. So ninth period it is 1138. So 10th period also the same stock. 11th period also is there. Then eight period to run they reduce the stock. So the somebody they consumed. So I can see like that every year, every period, what is the stock actually by closing stock, what is the closing stock, and okay, that stock we can see here. Okay, so this is MARDH. Okay, so any questions here in this table? All right. Okay.
No, sir.
Now if go to MM01, okay, so I'm just going to again. So the basic information, let's say go to basic information. Okay, here if you see that this base unit of measure, material groups and whole material number and external material groups, divisions and lab. Okay, so these are all the general information of the material. Some information which is relevant to material management, some information which is relevant to sales and distribution, some information which is relevant to warehouse management, some information which is relevant to PPE. So like it's not only among information, it is all together the basic information, is the general information of the material. So where I can create, where I can see this configuration. Okay, if I just go to F1, you just click on F1. Okay, so there you can see that there is customizing button is there. Okay, I just click on customize button and click on continue without specifying project. Okay, so it will go to configuration. So from here also you can go and you can directly configure that. Okay, you can go to configuration from here. Okay, or if you don't know, okay, if suppose you want to be go with SPRO or something like, okay, you can just go to SPRO and SAP Network general settings, like you can go. Or if you want to be some transaction code, if you remember that, you can go transaction code also. So I'm just going directly CUNI. So that is a transaction codes. But here also you can go in the check unit of measure if it is same. It is also same, this is also same. So either we can go in the three ways. One is we can go with SPRO, or when we can go with the from the field level, just F1. If you click on that, there is a button like customizing, that you can click on the customizing, then it will go to inside the SPRO, and it will be giving that multiple options where you need to exactly go. So based on the area, so this is general setting, right? So I'm just going to the general setting. So I'm just going to there. Okay. So like you can find it all the fields. Okay. And in SPRO, what will be happen? Most of the fields we can find in the Metal Master record configuration. So if there is a logistic general, okay, and logistic general metal master, in this metal master record, if you see that there are so many options are there. So here you can see that define metal group, define external metal group, define division, define metal status. So whatever it is there in the head here, if you see the metal group, external metal group, division, okay, all this we can find it from here. If you could not able to find here, so what you can go to metal management. In the metal management also master data it is there. Okay. Here, go to metal mastery. Here also some it is relevant to purchasing data information it is there. So like you can find the where exactly the part the field can be, you can find. So whatever you created in the configuration, that will be captured here. Okay, suppose let's say I'm just planning to create the one metal group. Okay, so I can go to the logistic general. Okay, in this logistical general material master, and go to setting keyboards, and I'm just going to define the metal group. So I'm just planning to create that. Okay, I need some stationery. Okay, okay, stationery. So I just putting like stationery. Okay, and and this is for the authorization group, especially to give the any person. Okay, uh, authorization you can enter that, and this is the description you can maintain. Okay, so I'm just maintaining this metal group. Okay, so when I'm just going to the metal group metal master card, I can see this already created because it just now I created, right? So that will be replicated in the in this here. So I can see that the station is a stationary item. Okay, so like you can create the whatever you configured in the configuration level, that will be replicated here. Okay. Clear? And you are already aware, right? What is the mandatory field, what is the optional, what is the display, that you can map it in the field selection control level. Here in the field selection control, we last time we had a discussion, right? In this field selection control, you need to be find out which field and which group it is there. So suppose I just need to be go material group. Okay, so I can go to just what searching that. Okay, you can find here from, or you need to be have the technical word. If you have a technical, it's very easy. Okay, so where we can find this technical word, you can go to SC69 and finding the field name. Or in case if you don't know what is the table name, you can just search the F1. Okay, and you just click on the technical information. Here it will give that what is the table name and what is the description. Okay, so this is the table name and this is the field name. I can enter and I'm just searching that. Okay, this is exactly material group. Okay, so but it is, you will not get for all the fields, only some fields only will get this table name and field name, because some of the data will be stored directly in the data structure level. So those it will give like table category is the data structure. For those we cannot find. Okay, if it is a table name transparent table, then only we can find it. Okay, clear? Okay. Now, if I just go to material group and just clicking on here, okay, now my field reference. So the first thing is we need to find out what field reference it is. It is configured in the your material type. So go to OMS2. OMS2, what is the my material type? ZRO1. So in ZRO1, go to and select this one. Click on details. In this click on details, you can see that what field reference it is assigned. So this is the field reference they assigned ROH. So then I can go to here and I'm just searching that where ROH it is there. The position I can go and click on here ROH. Then it will go to ROH. Then it is optional entry, right? If I just put in this required entry, okay. So this field reference, okay, in this field reference, okay, and this field selection group, whatever the fields are it is there, all uh, it will be required. Okay. So now if I just go to create the metal master card again, go to MM01 and clicking on here. So the basic data information, then the system now it is a mandatory. Before that it is optional, now it is mandatory. So like you can do it optional, hide and whatever it is required, you can do it. Okay. And you can also create your customized also. If you can create your own field reference, and that field reference you can maintain in the here. Okay. And if you see that here field selection at data screen level, so here you can see that there are a set of the fields which is assigned already. SAP provided that. Okay, field selection group. Okay, if you want to any customized one, okay, you can create your own customized also. Okay, if you can see here how many field groups are there. This 240 it is there. Let's say somewhere 240 it is there. So you can create your own also. Okay, and you just put it like suppose 19. Okay, I just want to be put it like some 999. Okay, so something 999 I'm just creating. Okay, so choose the key from allowed namespace. Okay, okay. Then I will go to here. Okay, only field groups from 1 to 240 allowed. Okay, so it is some restrictions are there. Only to till 240 it will be allowed. Okay, so you can able to create only from the between the these field groups only. So 240 it is already there. 238, 237, 250 like it is already there all. Okay. So what we can do here? So better we can take it, copy from existing one. After existing one, we can take it up. Okay. Okay. So I just need to enter the field name directly. Okay, this is already there. Target posting must be different. So, so all this, if it is customized field, it is there, then we can add it easily. Okay, if it is standard already, it is mapped, right? So, if it is customized, it is there, then we can add that field and we can create one selection group, then we can add it. Okay. And here, one thing why we're talking about industry sectors, here you can define your industry sector, right? So these industry sectors will be connected to field reference. Okay. So based on these industry sectors also, we can restrict the fields, what fields it is mandatory, what are fields it not. Why? Because suppose in the retail, some information very important, and some apparel with footwear industry, some of information which is required. Okay, so different industries they have a different locations, right? Different industries, different fields which is important, right? So those we need to be checked that before you controlling the field selection. Okay, so these are all at one is plant specific related. If you have a special plant specific related, if you want to maintain, okay, and if you maintain the industry specific, you want to be maintained, or okay, if it is a only field selection group level, if you want to maintain, so those different ways we can maintain. Okay, and if you see here, this structure, okay, define structure after data screens. Okay, so our standard one ERP related, okay, standard SAP ERP related, that is 21. Okay, so this is the standard 21. Whatever we getting the data screens, okay, that means basic data one, basic data two, basic data three, sales one, sales two, like whatever we are getting, all it is matching at this screen sequence. Okay, again in the basic data, if I go to basic data one, again subscreens are there. The subscreens again, if you see that, okay, this one is the what is that in the basic data, if it is top, it is there only material number and description, so then it will be here, okay, in the 100 screen. Okay, so view subscreen, if you can see that view subscreen, the material number and material description, so the top is material number and material description. So each and every screen it is designed like, okay, at this program level, this is a program name and this is the screen. Okay, if you want to be customized anything, you can use this one 0001, you can remove this 0001 and you can add your screen. Okay, so if suppose if you find that your client is asking at some customized some fields which is customized one we need in the screen, so if it is already there in the standard that screen you can add here. Okay, so clear, is it clear? Okay, is it clear or not clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay, so you need to be used the 0001. If you need to add any subscreen in the suppose here it is there, top it is material is there and general data is there, dimensions are there and packing information is there, basic data texts are there. Okay, apart from this, if you need to add any other than this subscreen, okay, you need to be use this wherever the 0001 is there, you can remove that 0001 and you can add the screen. Okay, whatever that screen you want to be used, you can use. Okay. So any questions here? So if you want, we'll try one will assign here. So let me assign this 2034. Okay, now this is standard one. Okay, I will change again. If I just click on view subscreen, so this view subscreen is something like some languages maintained. Okay, so this subscreen which is not, it is the different one. Two, this is the 2033 and this is the 2034. If you see that 2033 also the same view subscreen. Okay, this is also same screen. That's why you are confusing about that. But both are it is same. Let me use something which is like rather than this 2034. 35, what is the 35? 35, it is not there, okay. We'll use something. 2034 commodity area estimate, basic data IP estimate. 2014 it is there. Okay, let's see 2014 it is. Let's say 2014. So in this 2014, what is screen it is there? So this is the screen, some intellectual property. Okay, this is currently it is not there, but if I just assign here, okay, I can see that field in the here. Okay, so this is a standard things, right? So if especially client is asking to change, then you can change it, but most of the thing which is already available, okay, you no need to be changed, but I just showing this one. Okay, uh, this field. Okay, so where is the intellectual property, the dimensions, basic data 1 or basic data 2. Intellectual property field name, where it is stored. Maybe it is hide, the field it is hide might be. So what we can do here, these are the standard things, right? What we can add something which is like 2014. Let me try something basic data. Okay, let me sign off and come back. We'll see whether it is there or not there. So that was a process step, but if it is not 21, then again we need to check. Again, if there's somebody they change that screen, okay, might be in those cases it won't be work, right? So let's see if it is same or it is different. Let's go to MM01 again. Again, the industry sectors also we need to be checked. So somebody change all these things. M is a crop person, mechanical engineering stuff. Okay, so that are all basic data. Let's see basic data information. This basic data information. Okay, so here it is not displayed. This one, the field name. So might be just what they are using. Screen sequence is different. Might be this is industry standard description. What is the field we activated?
210 yeah,
Just a moment, which one? Sorry,
2010 they activate that.
2010. Okay. So let's go to configuration data. And this session secondary screens, is it 21 only we assigned or not? So there is other parameters also need to be checked here. What group it is assigned, what somebody they created which is customized one, then it's again problem. But mostly it is 21 only. But if somebody they are changing this one, then might be have to look. So 2021, this 2010 is the data screen. The data screen. So looks like here, see that. Okay, this is a completely different. It's not our okay. So which field we are added now? This, so this is one, right? This is the subscreen. What is subscreen here? Okay, environment. So this environment you can see here. View data screen. The environment, where is the environment? It is there. in the down it is there. That means, okay, if it is not coming here, that means we are there's somebody that changed the settings. They are not using 21. Okay, that's why it is not changing. Now let's find it. What is the subscreen they are assigned? Okay, let me change this one first. So whenever you're changing the standard things, na, so be careful. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to find that whether what standard sequence they are using. So screen sequence, maintain orders. This is maintain order sequence. Okay. Assign secondary sequence. This is secondary screen. And assign the screen sequence to user. Okay. So what is the user? Our screen reference, let's say 01. And this is also screen reference. Again, we need to check that. So again, we need this table master record. Master, we should be have the access for the user master record. Okay, let's see that to what it is there. Metal type, sequence, what's the metal type that are one. So this is ROS only. The industry sector screen. Okay. And the user screen reference. What is the field name for her? 127 3314. So 127 3314. So it is not there here. So what we'll do, okay, we'll create our own reference here. So what we can do sequence. Okay. So anyway, 01 it is not changing. So they change somebody they change. There is nowhere it is there. So KS it is there. Let me change this KS. This KS will assign to our screen reference, user screen reference. Okay, let's go to our ID. What is our ID? 127 3314. Okay, and this is the case, right? Somebody create a case. So that what do you mean? What I've changed here? The combinations which is like 01 is the standard for transaction reference, and this is the for the user. Particularly user if they want to be use something which is different. Okay, screen reference is blank. Okay, and this is the screen reference again standard and star and this is a star. Now if I just seen that our we are getting might be this star. Okay, maybe it is 20 dot something retail related it is coming, which is capturing. Okay, let's see now. Okay, now I just maintained KS for my ID, right? So transaction reference is MM001 and the screen reference it is like 01 uh, and the combination which is KS which I maintain for my user ID. So what is my user ID? 127 3314. That I maintain KS. Okay. And material type screen reference it is ROH. Okay. So I can maintain a star also, or I can maintain star also. I can maintain particular ROH also. So star ROH star is nothing but like it will be work for the everyone. Okay. And this is the industry sector. Industry sector anyway, it is a M right here. M and somewhere it is M and CN. But if I just maintain the star, it will be work for everyone. So my combination is like screen reference, transaction reference, it is 01. This will be common here. And this is KS, which I assigned to my user ID. And this one. For this, I'm just maintaining now 21. Okay. So now log off this one and come back and log in again. Okay. Now I will go to the MM01 now. Let's see what it is there for okay, basic data here. Okay. Now this is a structure, right? Now let's see how we can assign our. Now go to my now we'll assign elastic general and material master record. Then go to screen reference configuration level and here We are assigning the screen reference already in the material type, right? Now I'll go here, structure level. Now my is the 21. Okay, whatever I did, it is for 21. Okay, then I'll go to basic data and I'll go here. Currently the view data screen is this way. So the material, okay, let's compare that our screen and the screen. So MM01, the material, why it is going on slash 4. Go to elastic general, elastic general material master and configuration, and go to define structure data screen, each screen and 21, and click on data screens and turn the basic data one. Go to this one subscreens. Now let's see comparing both. Now the top it is like a material and material and still it is not matching. So it is still not matching. Why it is not matching? Let's see 23. What is the 23? What is 23? Somewhere this, okay, this is not basic data. It's not also. So this is the basic, only basic data. So sometimes what will happen in case if they are in the 23, if you see that, I can see only the basic data and listing, purchasing, sales. So that means we don't have basic data 1, 2 like that. So those cases what will happen? Basic data 1 and 2, it will be in the single screen. So please remember this one. In case if they are using some 23 or something, okay. So in those cases, what will be happen? I can see only basic data information. I cannot see basic data 1, 2 like that. Okay. And okay, now I just need to compare why it is changing. This is also basic data, then it's not this one. We don't have basic data one here. No, 01 sequence. Somebody they change it. Let's see double name what to be there. Basic data one. Let's go to basic data subscreen and this data screen. Okay, it is also different. So where I'm just finding here, where I'm just cross-checking that, here if it is material authorization group, it is there, but in my screen, material authorization group, it is not there. That means something which is missing here. Okay, can we find here? Cannot find here. Okay, the screen. So what we need to do? We need to be check out the directory club. Okay, I have call at 7 o'clock. So let's see, 5 minutes we can conclude something. The define structure, it is here. We don't know exactly what is that. Somewhere it is already open. Okay. So 9921. So I'm just thinking 21 is my screen. So where I can find this session, the secondary screen. These are the secondary screens. In the sub screens again, if you in the 21, if you go to, I can go to inside. You can see that what are the sub screens it is there, right? In the top. MM01, did you see that MM01? The top when we creating MetaMask record, the basic data level, the top which is like additional data, organization levels like it is that. So in the additional data, if you go to that, here description unit of measure additional data, these are all here it is there. This is the sequence. Okay, this based on this sequence only it will be work. Even for the screen here also, the sequence will be in the main screen also, sub screens also. It will be work based on the It will be work based on the sequence, whatever it is there. Suppose my client is asking that they don't want me to go with the like basic data one, basic data, sales data. They want the sales data in the down and some quality management data is in the top. Then that you can change based on uh, the screen's numbers here. Okay. So anyway, this is a standard. We should not change, but I'm just telling that okay, this is the control. Okay. So one which is the where I can see order main additional screens. Okay. So again, this is subtask again for this one. We can change the column and status. Okay, so 21 basic data. Here you can say the sequence you can match it, change here. 10, it is a basic data 1, 20 and 30 and 40. So based on this only, when I'm just creating metal master record, the sequence will come. Like if I'm just creating that, if you see the basic data 1, 2, 3 like that. So whatever the sequence it is there, it will come. Whatever you activated in the metal type. So based on this sequence, it will become. Okay. So now what I need to be find here, which screen sequence they are using. So how maintenance status and okay, so let's go to this dollar one now. 01 is there. Screen reference for the user is I created, right? KS. My ID is creator has a 127. So there is a problem with the master data also. SU01. We don't have access, I think. Okay. 1D. Okay. So this is the complete name is 12733. Let's see. I will maintain for this also. Yes. Very because the reference ID which is giving sometimes wrong. Okay. So okay, 1273310. So user sequence and that's this is the transaction sequence and this is for the okay. So now my combinations which is like 01 is common, user is the KS and the material type preference is the which is star, right? We have maintained. So let me capture this one and whatever it is there for ROH, right? Let's maintain for ROH and industry sector. Let me I'll put an M. Okay. So industry sector wherever it is M is there, I can use that M. So where I can use the same, let's say mechanical engineer. So let me see that if it will work or not, or else I will log off and I will come. So ZR1 is connected now. Okay. So might be we need to check that the fields which is hide or not, the subscreens. Okay. So because of this it's not coming, but this is standard one, right? So this is the way we need to do. So first we need to find where it exactly the matching and all. Okay. This is the controlling. Where exactly it is controlling? From here only it is controlling the screens and subscreens. Okay. Anyway, this is not much important, but in case you should be having some idea, right? That should be we'll get from here. Okay. So it should be work, but I'm not sure. Is some standard they are coding like standard coding they did or something like. Okay, this screen reference material type also it's correct. Screen reference material type also ZR1 what is assigned. R1 is it is assigned to ROH only. So just just a moment, I'm just starting. I have meeting. Okay. Okay, guys, I have meetings, so I have to start that meeting. It's already 7.
Okay, sir.
Okay.